Hey team, it's KG here, and I've got a really fun lower body workout for you today. This workout is all about teaching you the foundational movement patterns and helping you feel really confident with using a set of dumbbells. So you need one moderate weight set of dumbbells, and if you don't have any, that's totally fine. We're gonna have options for you to stay with me in the workout without using any weights. Let's go ahead and take it straight into our warm-up. I want you to take a soft bend through the knees, hinge at the hips. We're gonna walk all the way down and out into a down dog position. So hands will press firmly into the floor. Lift those hips nice and high. And maybe your heels don't touch down straight away. That's totally fine. I want you to think about lifting the seat a little higher and really feeling that stretch through the back line of the body. Now think about pushing your chest closer back towards your thighs, really feeling a nice stretch through the thoracic spine at the same time. Keeping the toes tucked, I want you to roll all the way through into a tuck toe up dog. You'll float your hips and thighs just off the floor, open up that collarbone, and then waving up through the hips, tucking those abs in towards you, reaching that seat high and back into your down dog position. We're gonna roll back through into that up dog, flowing back into our down dog. And for 30 seconds, I want you to find a really nice smooth tempo within your body. Each time searching for a little bit more range and opening in the body. I love doing this exercise after I fly. When I wake up in the morning, if I feel a little bit stiff, it's a beautiful way just to really articulate through the spine. From this position, I want you to drive forward into a high plank, and we're gonna practice our runner's lunge position. So stepping the right foot outside the right hand or as close as you can get it, and then pressing that right foot, left hand into the floor, reach that right arm all the way up to the sky, fingertips reach for the ceiling. Now really stretch tall, and by pushing that right foot into the floor, you're gonna feel a nice open and release into that right hip. We're just gonna hold this position for another 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes down, we'll switch it out to the other side. Left foot steps outside left hand or as close as you can get it. And remember, we're always striving to get a little bit better, so it doesn't matter if it's not quite there today. Push the right hand into the floor, reach that left arm all the way up nice and high, and now really connect and drive that left foot into the floor. Breathe into the opening of that left hip. See if you can stretch open that top shoulder a little more. Hand will come down in 2 and 1. We're gonna lower that down to the floor. Dropping back towards your knees, I want you to stretch your right foot forward, okay, for a kneeling hamstring stretch. So from here, I want you to think about plugging that right hip back, and then think about lifting up through your chest. You're gonna feel a nice deep opening into the hamstring. And if you're freaking out, thinking, oh, KG, that feels really tight, don't worry. I like to say the hamstrings are the emotional muscle group. There's always something going on, okay? So we gotta keep giving them attention all the time. We're gonna change that leg out, step your left foot through. Think about pulling that left hip back, chest lifts up. And if it feels a little intense, that leg straight, you can just take a soft bend into that knee. All right, let's sweep that leg behind us, and guys, we're gonna get straight into our activation. Glute activation is something I'm so passionate about, and it's a really good habit I want you to get into whenever you're coming into your lower body workouts. So we'll start with the hands setting underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. I want you to micro wrap those elbows in. 2 things that does for us, okay? It stops us from locking out our arms, but it also allows us to work our triceps a little bit more, bonus. And you're gonna feel this work down the side of your body here. Now draw your lower abs in towards you so you got a nice tabletop flat back position. We're gonna start with a fire hydrant on the right side. We are shooting for 10 repetitions. Keeping a 90-degree bend at the knee, you'll open out to the right, drawing it back in. That's 1, let's go. 2, so I want you guys to follow along with me while I keep layering in some key cues for you. We've got 4 reps in the bag. We go 5. We want to keep opening directly out to the side, warming up our right glute. Now we want to keep that left side of the body really steady. Okay, let's go 1 more here together. Now we're going to turn it into a giant forward circle, big sweep up and around. 10 circles. Let's go 1, 2. So I want you to imagine there's a paintbrush on your knee and you're drawing me as big a circle as possible. So we're really mobilizing that hip, activating that right glute, and you're gonna feel that right oblique kick into gear. Give me 3 more circles in this direction. Let's go 2 and 1. Don't go anywhere, we just hit reverse. Big sweep back up and around. 1. You've got 2. Now try and push evenly through your hands. Keep thinking about opening your collarbone to the floor and zipping those lower abs up and in towards you. So we can keep that back nice and flat. Whole body's working. We've got 3. It's not over after this. 2 and 1. Hold that knee high and wide to the side. You've got micro circles forward, so make them tiny. 10, 9. Imagine that knee is balancing up and over something. Give me 6, 5. That right glute should be sizzling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7. Strong through those arms. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Push back. Should feel sparks flying from that right glute. Yeah. Well, got to do the other side now, I guess, right? Hands set back up. Let's remember all of those key setup cues. Hands under shoulders. Micro wrap those elbows in. Tuck those lower abs in towards you. Your right side of your body is going to stay super steady while we activate the left. Here we go. Fire hydrant for 10, 9, 8, 7. Here we go. Strong through those hands. 6, 5. Eye gaze at the fingertips. 4, 3. Giant forward circles coming in. 2 and 1. Here we go. Big sweep up and around. You've got 10, 9, 8. There we go. So trying to keep it a nice big range. Let's go. 6, 5. Collarbones open. 4, 3. We're reversing in 2 and 1. Change direction. Now, as you keep a slight flex through that foot, you might start to feel that little extra catch right where the hamstring and the glute join. I love that. That's a little bit of a bonus for you. You've got 5 more. Then we're going to take it to those micro circles in 3. We're moving forward in 2. Last one. Knee goes high and wide to the side. Micro circles forward. 10, 9, 8, 7. Strong base. 6, 5, 4, 3. Reverse in 2, 1. Take it back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it back. Woo! If you didn't feel your glutes in that one, I don't know what's good. One last thing I want us to practice, and this is really about opening up the hips again and just practicing some movement patterns that we're going to keep playing around with. Hands sit up into a strong plank position. Tuck your toes, knees lift off the floor. We're going to practice an alternating slow frogger. So the goal is to try and get our foot close to the hand like we did in that runner's lunge stretch. If that's not quite achievable for you today, try now. Step that right foot up. If it just gets to here, I want you to walk your hands back towards the foot, okay? That's going to be a way to train your body to get there. So then we're going to switch it out. Left foot's going to step up as high as it can. You can use that hand walk if you need it and trade it out. Right foot will step up. Now, as we change the foot out, can we keep our upper body nice and square over those hands? Shoulders stacking over the wrists as much as possible. And you can take this at your own slow tempo. We're going to keep switching out those feet for another 15 seconds. Then we're going to be up to stand. So really try, open these hips up. Push that foot into the floor as it steps up. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can walk your hands one at a time back towards those feet. Softly bend through the knees to roll yourself up. And team, we're in our strength circuit. So the work today, we've got one big strength circuit, 3 rounds. We're going to evolve our drills slightly each and every round. So we work for 40 seconds, we rest for 20 seconds. In your rest periods, I'll show you the next exercise that's coming. There's going to be a ton of options for you throughout the way. So we're going to get through this together, and I'm going to make sure you have some fun. Very important. First exercise, a front squat. My favorite way to do a squat. I want you to softly bend your knees, pick up those dumbbells if you're using them today. If you're not, I still want you to mimic the same arm pattern that I'm using. So feet will start a little wider than the hips. Toes angle out ever so slightly. Dumbbells are gonna come up towards your shoulders. Okay, so you've got a nice straight line with wrists to elbows. You can rest your dumbbells a little bit on your collarbone if you need to. Otherwise, a little harder to draw them out slightly from the body. You'll sit your weight down and back into a squat, loading your weight to the heels, pushing through those heels to drive all the way up. Here we go. In 3, 40 seconds on the clock. In 2, and 1. So we want to keep that chest nice and proud. Sit your weight down and back, and I want you to really have to push through those heels to come out of the base of the squat. So where should you be feeling this exercise? Your glutes. You might feel a tiny bit in your quads, but the cues that I give you to keep loading up the weight into the heels is going to help you transfer more of that feeling to the back line of your body. Now, you're going to feel your abs a lot from this front rack position. You're welcome, right? And you might feel your shoulders a little bit because you've got that upper body strength to keep those dumbbells supported. Knees tracking a little bit out over those toes. It's keeping all that load out of the joints in the muscle. Here we go. You got 2 and 1. Woo. Keep hanging onto those dumbbells if you've got them. You're going to set up for your next exercise, a dumbbell alternating reverse lunge. Sounds like a mouthful. I promise you it's not that challenging. Side carry position. So those dumbbells are going to help keep your shoulders down. You'll step back 1 foot at a time. Back knee is going to lower down behind the back hip. Front knee is going to stack over that front ankle. Here we go in 2 and 1. So if you're not holding weights, I want you to create those strong fists. Have those arms down alongside your body. Otherwise, for stability, you can take your hands towards your hips. Now we're thinking of a nice controlled tempo here. And as you drop your back knee down to the floor, okay, you're not trying to slam your knee into the ground. If you're on a soft surface, maybe you can give it a light tap. Otherwise, I want you to just flirt that knee with the floor. So it's almost going to touch, but not quite. Keeping your chest nice and lifted. Push down through that front foot to really drive up, and that's going to help you feel a little more work in that front glute. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, stay hanging onto those dumbbells if you can. Otherwise, drop them down for a little break. I'm going to set you up for a dumbbell deadlift. Feet hip width apart, soft bend in the knees to start. Turn those palms to face your knees. Hinge at the hips, and you're going to draw those dumbbells down and then pushing through your heels to drive all the way up. Shoulders stay nice and broad. Now, our range is going to be different depending on our hamstring flexibility, but we're going to do our best to stay in a nice tempo together. Here we go, 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So chest stays nice and open as I hinge at the hips, keeping that soft bend in the knees stacked over ankles, driving up by pushing my weight extra down through my heels to push all the way up. So the deadlift is all about your posterior chain. What on earth is that? Back line of the body. So you're going to feel this stretching through the hamstrings, and you're going to feel your glutes have to help you drive all the way up. Even if you're not holding weights and your fingertips are just reaching down, staying close to your shins, you're going to feel this, I promise, especially tomorrow. So we really want to strengthen the back line of our body. That's where we get a lot of our power from. You guys have 5 seconds. 4, let's go one more rep. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, let's take those weights just down to the floor. We've got one last exercise in the strength circuit, and it's a lying glute bridge hold. Also one of my favorites. Lying yourself down onto the ground. Fingertips will reach towards your heels. That's your setup. Feet hip distance apart. You'll lift your hips all the way up, and we're just going to hold here. No dumbbells for this first round. So plant your feet into the floor, and then really think about pulling energy back through your heel up towards your hips. So your whole foot will still stay down, but that pull back through the heel is going to help transfer more work up that hamstring into the glute, and that's where we want it. You don't want to feel this exercise through the front of the quad. You want to feel it up the back line of the body. Now, arms can press a lot into that floor. That head stays down and relaxed. Keep some space between your chin and your chest. All right, now lift those hips a little higher. Come on. Yes, you can. You got 10, 9. Push those feet into the floor. Here we go. You got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Articulate through your spine to lower all the way down. You got a 30-second rest. And guess what? We're already into round 2. So we're going to add on a little bit, as I promised. Bring yourself up to stand nice and slow. I'm going to demo your front squat to toes. So you'll grab those dumbbells, otherwise you create those fists with your hands. Set your feet up just outside the hips. You're going to lower down into your front squat. As you drive up, you're going to control up onto the toes, replant your heels before driving down to the next rep. Drive up onto those toes. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So this one's a little bit of a stability challenge, right? So if it ever feels too much with the dumbbells, I want you to just place them down and you can just practice without, okay? So we're shifting that weight, dropping into our heels, driving up onto our toes, lowering those heels before we sit back into our next squat position. Now, what are we challenging here? Some stability, right? So you want to push up. I don't want you to roll out through those ankles, okay? So you got to stay nice and strong. Keep thinking about where those knees are tracking. Chest staying super lifted. Woo! And I can feel my calves get a little more work as I drive up onto those toes. Last one. Beautiful. All right. Let's drop those dumbbells back down. How you feel? I know, that one can be a little scary sometimes. We've got to trust our balance, right? So thinking about going onto those toes. You got that alternating lunge, but this time we've changed direction. We're going forwards. Now this can be a little more challenging, so if you need to drop your weights at any time, that's totally fine. You'll take a forward step, push through that front foot to drive all the way back, and then we'll change side. Here we go, 40 seconds in 2 and 1. So keep that collarbone nice and open, hands down by your side, so those shoulders are staying down. Woo. And you're gonna drop that back knee down towards the floor. Push that front foot into the ground to really drive up. Now, I want you to feel that glute really have to work. Your abs need to be locked into support, and those hips stay nice and square. So even though we're stepping through with one foot and then driving back, we don't want our hips to start drunk driving, okay? So push and step back. Push, step back. Beautiful, team. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Deadlift looked very impressive that first round. So you know we're gonna up the ante a little bit. We've got a staggered stance deadlift, and this time we're going 40 seconds on each leg. I know. So your right foot's gonna start stepping forward. Left foot's ever so slightly behind it, soft bend in that left knee. You'll come down to frame your right leg, sitting back, driving all the way up. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Now in your deadlift, we're looking for a flat back position. Okay, so remembering that your neck is connected to your spine, okay, you want to keep that eye gaze staying about 1 meter forward of your foot. So as I come up, my eye gaze can lift. As I come down with my hinge, my eye gaze is following down, okay? I'm not trying to look too far. I'm not trying to look at my shoe, but I'm just trying to protect my neck. Now, as I drive down into the staggered stance deadlift, I'm feeling all this work into my right legs, that right glute, right hamstring getting all the attention. Well, it's gonna be your left side turn in 4, 3, it's a straight change over in 2, and 1. Quick switch, left foot steps forward, right foot steps back, and we drive it down. Push it up. So keep finding that flat back position each and every time. Push your weight down into that front heel. Think about shutting a door behind you with those glutes. Now your chest is staying open, okay? So what does that mean? My shoulders need to stay back. So even though you're holding those dumbbells, you're not letting those shoulders creep forward and close off that beautiful collarbone. I like to think about my collarbone being tall, right? We think about being tall, top to bottom all the time, but not east to west. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff, team. Okay, you're gonna bring those dumbbells back down to the floor. This time with our glute bridge, you're gonna add a march. So we've got a stability challenge. It will be the same setup, fingertips to heels. Lift those hips up to the floor, off the floor, and then you're gonna lift 1 foot at a time, keeping that nice stability through the hips. Here we go, sit up in 2 and 1. So as I lift my right foot, my left foot will push over time into the floor. You're thinking about that same connection of pulling back through the heel. So you're gonna have a brief moment where both feet are on the floor, and I want you to pause and push. Okay, so each time you get to reestablish that connection with foot and floor and feel that work go up the back line of your body. Now keep pressing those arms into the floor so that collarbone stays open. You've got these nice 90-degree bends at the knee. Core's working to stabilize. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll yourself down nice and safe. And you're gonna start to set yourself up, guys. We're already in round 3, just like that. So that front squat, we're gonna add a little pulse at the bottom. We're gonna go a front squat to a pulse and then up onto our toes. So we'll front rack those dumbbells again, set our feet up, squat down to the bottom, little pulse here, then driving up onto the toes. Replant the heels and we'll hit our next repetition. Get those weights up or get your fists ready. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Last round, guys, 40 seconds. So we're gonna hit that little pulse, driving up onto the toes, replant the heels, and then we sit into that next repetition. So you might be feeling really confident by this round and maybe you can find a little bit more range. What we care about with your range is that you're keeping your knees nice and safe. So always thinking about that little track if they're going out towards your toes, and can you keep your chest lifted as you're driving down? That's why I love a front rack position, because it can really help us stay nice and upright and not get overpowered by our weights being on the back. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Felt my calves in that one. I like it. Okay, we're going to drop one dumbbell to the floor. This time our lunge, we're going to take into a different position. We're going to start practicing a fixed feet lateral lunge. So feet are going to start in a nice wide position. You'll shift to one side at a time, holding this dumbbell again, front rack position, elbows in nice and tight, shifting your weight over to the right, straightening that left leg, coming up through center, shifting weight over to the left, coming up through center. 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So sit over to one side, almost like you're doing a single leg squat, okay? And then you're focusing on straightening out that other leg. So you're trying to get it as straight as possible and shifting all your body weight to that outside leg. So sit the butt back and down. So you're gonna be hinged at the hips, but I still want you to keep that chest lifted and really keeping that weight up nice and high at the collarbone. Elbows under the wrist. Gorgeous. Now you're gonna feel the glutes working. You can feel the inner thighs working. You got 5 seconds left. Let's do 1 rep on each side. And last one. Good job, team. Okay, back into those deadlifts. One last time. We got right side, we got left side, and then we're gonna go into our glute bridges. So you're gonna bend your knees, pick up that other dumbbell. I want you to step your right foot forward. You've already practiced this one, okay? So second round, I'm looking for a little more expertise from you. So push your right foot into the floor. We set up our hinge, and here we go, 40 seconds. Knee staying stacked over that ankle, and really push through that heel to drive up. Now, I know I've talked a lot about the heels throughout various moves, but really distributing a lot of our weight by pushing into the heel is the key for us working up the back line of the body. So a lot of the time, there's exercises we can think, oh, I just feel my quads. Well, if you think about that relationship with the heel, that might help you out a lot. So right now, I want you to feel your glute. I want you to feel your hamstring on that right side. Now, keep thinking about pulling those abs in towards you. We're going to change leg in 3, 2, and 1. Step it through and get straight into the work. 40 seconds. Always a soft bend in both of those knees. So we're never fully locking out on the front leg, and that back knee has a bit more of a bend. Collarbones open. Dumbbell staying close to the body. So whilst we're thinking a lot about the legs when we're in a deadlift, your core gets to work a lot too. It's an extra bonus for you. You guys have got 8 seconds. You're crushing this. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. Okay, weights down. Last exercise in our strength circuit. You've got your glute bridge hold, and we're going to do a top half pulse. It's kind of nasty, guys, but we're going to talk you through it. 40 seconds. We can do it together. Fingertips reach towards those heels. Let's get it set up early, because why not? A bonus 5 seconds. Once you're in this position, you'll be lowering 1 inch, driving up another inch. 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So I'm thinking about a consistent pressure of intensity, pushing my feet into the floor, pulling back through my heels. And now all I've changed is I'm doing a tiny drop down of the hip and driving straight back up. That drive is controlled through your feet. Okay, so push, push. It's a micro movement, but you're gonna feel it a lot. Where are you feeling it? Glutes, okay? Hamstrings. Woo! Good news, you got another 12 seconds to enjoy the sizzle. Here we go, you got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold at the top in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just squeeze, hold, and lower all the way down. Woo! Nice job, team. Okay, that was your strength circuit, and now we've got a fun, fast finisher for you. It's gonna be Tabata style. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds to rest, 3 exercises, 2 rounds. I want you to move your weights to the side. If you've been using dumbbells today, clear your space. I want you to practice these exercises with me so that when the clock starts, you are ready to rock. First exercise will be a drop squat. So feet start about hip distance apart, hand will tap to the floor, feet jump out wide, chest stays nice and lifted, all right? Second exercise will be a skater. So we think about some stability work. We'll drive sideways, stick and land, change to the other side. 20 seconds. Third exercise, you've got an alternating reverse lunge. Take your hands to your hips. You're gonna step back one at a time. Now, we've done this with weights. Now we're going weightless, so I know you guys are gonna crush it. 2 rounds of those combos, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. What do you say? Drop squats. Let's get it in 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna tap that hand towards the floor. Chest stays nice and lifted. Other arm shoots out behind you. If you need to take out the jumping today, you can keep those feet out and just take that tap, practice your squat, knees tracking out. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10-second rest. Skaters. So this is all about loading up and landing one side at a time. Let's really stick those landings. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Nice dynamic arms to help power you sideways. It's also going to help you with your landing. So if you need to tap that back foot behind you, that's okay. You can practice there and build up to being able to float that back foot. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff, team. 10 seconds. Hopefully that heart rate's picking up. You got those alternating reverse lunges. Let's focus on range. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds. Driving back, trading out for that other side. So we're thinking about knees, not dropping in, back knee going towards the floor, chest is nice and lifted. You've got another 8 seconds here. How many reps can you get in? Good, with good form. Those are the only ones we're interested in. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Okay, that was round 1. The deal for round 2 is that I see you do all of these drills with confidence, okay? Confidence first, then we add speed. Drop squat in 2 and 1. Let's go. Good, let's go 10 seconds. Maybe you can pick that tempo up a little bit. Come on, keep that chest lifted. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake it out. Okay, skaters. Maybe this time you're gonna go for a little more range, or you're gonna practice floating that back foot. We're going in 2 and 1. Let's work. So I like to imagine I'm jumping up and over something, okay? I'm trying to clear ground. So are you jumping over a puddle, okay? You don't wanna get your white shoes dirty. Let's go. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! We got 20 seconds left, guys. Reverse lunges. Let's make them good ones. You got 4 seconds. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Down and back. Okay, you've only got 14 seconds left of your workout, so I need you to stay with me. We are stretching after this. Come on. You worked way too hard. So just quit early. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Thank you, legs. Thank you, glutes. Shake them out, guys. While you're breathing, I want you to slowly bring it down towards the floor. I'm going to take you through some of my favorite stretches, and then you're out of here. So roll yourself down, lying completely on the floor, head is relaxed. Right foot will cross just outside that left knee. Open your right knee out to the side, and then pop your left foot off the floor. Hands will hook around your right knee, draw it up to your right shoulder, and we'll hold here. So a nice deep piriformis stretch. So really stretching into your glute. You're gonna feel your inner thigh at the same time on this right side. Now to get more work from this, but more of a release, you gauge this by this connection between the left knee and the right foot. So you can push them into each other if you need a little extra stretch. From here, we'll open up into figure 4. Hands around the back of the left thigh, open that right knee out to the side. Feel that release in that right hip. Heart rate should start to slow down. And then dropping your left foot to the floor, you can extend that right leg straight up to the sky, or as straight as you can get it. Hand behind the calf or the hamstring. You're gonna keep that right hip down, and let's take some ankle circles while we're here. So really articulating around that ankle. Change direction. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last little hug in of that leg, and float that right foot to the floor. We'll change out to the left side. Left foot connects just outside that right knee. We open out the left knee, and then we pop the right foot off the floor. Left knee to left shoulder. And then again, using that connection between the right foot and the right knee, left foot to get a little bit more of a stretch. You want to breathe into your stretches always, creating space. And then hands around the back of the right thigh, open up that left knee. Good. Let's drop that right foot to the floor. Left leg's going to extend up. Hands around the back of the hamstring or the calf. Tilt those toes down towards your face. Connect that left hip to the floor, and then give me some ankle circles. Good. Let's change direction for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last little hug in of that leg, and then float it all the way down. I want you to roll over. We're going to come back into a down dog position to stretch out those calves. So hips lift nice and high. Maybe those heels can connect a little closer to the floor. All right, drive your chest back towards your legs, and then you can start to pedal those feet out one at a time. So reaching one heel at a time towards the floor, other leg bends. Beautiful. Keeping the feet down, you'll walk the hands back one at a time, in towards the feet, soft bend through the knees to gently roll yourself all the way up, shoulders drop down. Woof! You should be feeling really proud of yourself. That was an awesome lower body workout, and you absolutely crushed it. Learning all of those foundational movement patterns is so important for all of our training. So whether or not you use dumbbells today, thank you for your time, energy, and effort. And I just can't wait to see what you bring to the next workout.